Once again, coming out of the city of the world's most famous beach. You see the trophy case behind us. You see the man in front of us. This is the Coach Joe Show. This is where we speak on any and everything pertaining to your Mainland High School basketball Buccaneers. Behind the camera, yours truly, Coach KT Power Up, voice of MHS Bucks Hoops. That's me hitting Coach up after every game to give y'all the skinny on what went down. Want to give y'all hopefully some halftime chit-chat, but in the heat of the game, sometimes it just don't work out like that. Got to know your personnel.
Correct.
In front of the camera, it's the big dog.
What's up, everybody? What's going on?
Head Coach Joe Giddens. Coach, life is lifing, so we had a short period where we couldn't tape the show.
Right.
There was a couple of glitches with us getting access sometimes to the gym. We got a lot of stuff that be going on at Mainland.
Correct.
And then the people's champ, my son Cameron Turner, had a cold, so that knocked me out of action. And then his sister Camille caught a cold, further putting me out of action. So, life is going life. And then there's practice with the people's champ. He plays basketball for the city of Daytona Beach. And my daughter Camille, she's a aspiring gymnastics little girl. So those are practices, I got to be daddy first, man. But we're back in Buck Paradise. Let's backtrack just a little bit, Coach. We traveled to Orlando to participate in the Florida Get Down, where we split wins. We got our first loss of the season. That was against Dr. Phillips. And they are always tough and one of those Orlando teams.
Right.
I'm still salty about that. But we've been on a roll ever since then. Turned around and kind of redeemed ourselves down there in Orlando with a 64-55 win over Wildwood. And that was followed by an 85-59 home win over East River. That was followed by an 80-55 bashing of Discovery. And that was during the Carter Cuff shootout. That was at Auburndale High School. We got history at Auburndale, don't we, Coach?
Yeah, we do. A lot of history there. Played a couple playoff games there.
Yes, sir. I remember that gym, man. The Tracy McGrady Gymnasium.
Yep.
So that is what, like three or more games where we dropped at least 80 points. And we nearly busted the clock against Bayside. That was a 90-39 win. Clearly, we can score with multiple options.
Yes. Yep. I agree.
Now, Coach, our most recent milestone was a 57-53 win over Oak Ridge during the Faculty Student Body Appreciation Night, man. That Oak Ridge team is a tough team. They got some athletes and they're well coached. Talk to me a little bit about that game.
That was Oak Ridge is one of the premier teams out of Orlando. Has been for the last maybe 10 to 12 years. Last year they had 7 Division I players. They have about 3 or 4, maybe 5 Division I players right now on their team. They have a commit at UCF, so they're really powerhouse team out in that area, in that metro area. So it was great for us to get a good win over that team. It was a dogfight from the beginning to the end.
It was,
and I know it was going to be that kind of way, and I wanted to schedule that because I wanted my players to be able to play in front of that environment so they can get a chance to see what it's like, what it tastes like. It was a playoff environment.
We always talk about being battle tested. That certainly was a battle testing game.
Yes, I agree. Totally was.
Now with that win, it elevated us to a 7-1 overall, and no losses in Buck Paradise. So we always take care of home.
It's crazy. I didn't even know what our record was. I think I'm more of a put your head down and work, and everything else, when the dust settles, will take care of itself. So
that's it, man. We were kind of talking about that as coaches. We ain't tripping about records right now. We are focused on the next game ahead and preparing for that. let's backtrack a little bit. We had a lot of catching up to do, but as always, we got to do shout outs to our sponsors. Chick-fil-A, Brown & Brown Insurance, Embassy of Hope, Hawkeye Brothers, Cornerstone Chiropractic, Wingstop, of course, our own Mayor Derek Henry. We're always on the lookout for potential sponsors because we got to feed these kids, we got to bus these kids, we got to pay for reps. There's a lot of stuff y'all don't know that we got to pay for.
Yeah.
And so all the sponsorship certainly helps with that. Now, upcoming, Coach, this is a holiday season. It's our most favorite time of the year.
Yes, correct.
And so we're going to be headed to Palm Coast to compete in the Bulldog Shootout at Flagler Palm Coast High School. We're going to take on, who is that? Tampa's Sickles High School. Mm-hmm. And then we turn around and face Jensen Beach High School. That's what, next Monday and Tuesday?
Yes, I want to give a shout out to Coach Shirley. Coach Shirley has been doing a great job down there in Palm Coast, and I thank him for getting this tournament together. Coach Shirley used to be my right-hand guy here at Mainland High School. Give him a big shout out for helping me out, and I learned a lot of stuff from him. But yeah, we're gonna play Tampa Sickles, which are 10-1 this year, and I think they ranked in the top part of the class. And then we play Jensen Beach, who's ranked number 5 in 6A, the same class as us. So it's gonna be 2 battle-tested teams that we're gonna have to face, and we're gonna see what it's like. We're gonna get some real bump and be ready to go.
Coach, we always talk about it, man. We don't play no cupcakes. Every team that we face is a very good and intelligent athletic team.
Yeah, we've been studying these teams right now. So like I said, Tampa Sickles, they're 10-1. They've been playing very well. Jensen Beach, I think, is maybe like 9-2. So we want the battle. So we're gonna go in there at PC. We're gonna have a good week of practice and get ready to go next week.
Yes, sir. Sickles first, and then Jensen Beach. I'm looking forward to it, man.
Yes.
Now, the following week, that's the
29th and 30th.
29th and 30th is the inaugural Vince Carter Hall of Fame Classic at Mainland High School. It's going down, like Coach said, December 29th and 30th. And that would finish us out for 2025.
Yeah, that tournament, man, it's going to be our first year doing our Vince Carter Hall of Fame Classic. We have teams from Staten Island, New York, a lot of teams from the metro area in Orlando, from teams from down south, Jacksonville area. So it's going to be a variety of teams coming here. We have 16 teams playing. Game's going to be all day. We're going to play Evans, who's the number 1 team in 6A. So it's going to be a great competition. We have a lot of teams from different places. So come out and check it out. It's going to be real good competition.
We're going to be there all day long. Coach, what time those games start?
The first game starts at 10. Last game starts at 8 o'clock.
Yes, sir. So if you can make it out, we need y'all in the place. Hopefully, we can get Vince sighting, get him to come in here, check us out, because he hung out for a hot minute during the Florida Get Down in Orlando, and it was cool talking to him and seeing y'all together because y'all old teammates. Now, Vince's jersey is behind us as well. Right there. Yeah, so we want to get him in here.
Yeah, we've been talking about that. We talk pretty much every other day about different stuff about basketball, about our kids and stuff like that. So I know this is going to be our first year. I know he got a busy schedule. He's commentating, so he's going to be here in and out. So if you get a chance to be here, he will stop by.
Yes, sir. We want to talk about the old days in that other gym.
All right.
Now, the viewer can go to maxprep.com and plug in Mainland High School boys basketball for all the up-to-date stats on the squad from the previous games. You can also get the players' individual stats. Give a quick shout out to John Gotti Ellis, who provides those updates for us after every game. I write my recaps from those too, so we really appreciate Coach John Ellis.
We will post a schedule on our MHSA page too for the tournament for the Vince Carter Hall of Fame Classic.
Yes, sir. We're pushing that heavily. We need y'all in the house. Again, you can catch the Coach Joe show every Monday, usually beginning at 12 noon. during your lunch break. We have it posted on Facebook for us old folks, Instagram for the young cats, YouTube, and X for everybody else. Once again, this is yours truly, Coach KT, Power Up for the big dog.
All right.
Head Coach Joe Giddens.
Remember, but pride never dies.
But pride never dies.
I think I was